welcome to our Sorare Sunday for the week starting the 6th of January to the 12th of January. And let's just get started looking at what happened this week. Okay, so this week we had last weekend some Premier League games happening. Overall, we got 10 boxes, a couple of 2-star or 3 2-stars, load of 1-stars, and then just a normal. I don't know what the difference is with this one, but I've never really been able to figure that out. But a few 2-stars is not too bad. We had a very kind of up and down kind of one with the commons. I don't think we ever won one of these. We were close with, I think, this one, because the Marseille game didn't happen for ages. I think this was like on Monday or Sunday or something like that. 5th, yeah, that was Sunday. And we were like those three, not too shabby, right? 100 points, 114 points, 64, not bad. And then 36, I was like, if we get a good goalkeeper score, we could get something. But it all just fell apart there. So I think we're probably not going to get in there. We did get something for our special cap 260. Trossard, Sarah, Daro Shea for Ipswich played really well. Gunnock actually played. Sometimes he doesn't play. It's really hard to tell when he's going to be their keeper. And Val's is he's I think he scored today actually, so he can get a goal in that. He's not too shabby. He's quite a good player to have. I think I might have got him through either like a free player card through the Christmas thing, or the through a Essence pull. But yeah, he's not too shabby. He did all right, but we got a box from that. Nothing from the All-Stars. I never really do. And I put such dross teams out that hardly anyone played. Then we get onto the Premier League, and actually we did not too bad. So our Nottingham Forest team, for some reason, I played Christie, and I'm not really sure why, because I do have a Nottingham Forest midfielder who I could have put on. I think it's Dominguez. So I'm not sure what I was thinking at that point, but we got all right. We got a 2-star, and we're safe. So no promotion, but we're staying in 3rd division with 2-star box. I'm happy with that. We got promoted with this team. Johan Wisser getting a goal and assist. Sade getting a goal. Flecken getting a clean sheet. So against Southampton, that's kind of a given that you're going to get a fairly good score, because Southampton, bless them, aren't doing too well this season. But yeah, we're promoted up to 3rd division with that one and got a 2-star box. And my Ipswich team, I just picked such a poor team. Usually this is a good team. Walton coming in as the goalkeeper has been a definite improvement. The change to 3 at the back has been a massive improvement as well. Leif Davis is it 3 at the back? No, I think 3 at the back? I think we're playing 3 at the back. I can't remember, but they're doing something different defensively, which is working. Leif Davis gave away a penalty. Sam Morsey gave away a penalty. Both of them so needless. Really annoying, because those are two of probably our best players this season. Leon Delap converting a penalty though and getting a good score. And Murray Hutchinson apparently out for a fair amount of time. Not sure how long. Haven't seen any confirmation on the news or anything, but that's really annoying because he was starting to play really well. So we didn't get anything for them, but there's reasons why. And then in the classics, we got 1-star box through this team. Nico Williams getting an absolutely amazing score. Look at that, 101. Harry Wilson getting a penalty against Ipswich, got an 89. I'm kind of happy he got a good score. Not that happy that it was against Ipswich, but there you go. But yeah, so that team did pretty well. In the champion, we got boxes all round with some overall okay performances, apart from Jose Sarr, who did not do well. 7. Oh my goodness, that's such a low score, isn't it? Sazao, him got 99. Suzuki, I saw a post on, I think it was Twitter or X, sorry. He had an absolutely amazing game for Parma. Got man of the match, and there was a lot of people shouting his praises. And then Ontara got 75, but overall, not massive scores for us to be able to get boxes from all of them, but no promotions, all just safe. Sitting in 4th division, that seems to be our level. I'm happy with that. And then one box in the Classic up to 4th Division with this team. No one again doing, apart from Mavadidi got a goal and Vlasic got an 87 score, but nothing that he did that was standing out. McTominay got a goal for Napoli. He's been having an absolutely outstanding first season in Serie A. Our Hibs team getting anything because Joe Newell didn't play. We would have got something if we'd have chosen a player who played. So a bit annoying, but our other team did get a box, which I wasn't expecting. McCroby doing okay. Carl Rose and Cameron Devlin doing well. And then the other two just doing okay, like getting middling scores. But you'll take them at this point, won't you? Then a one-star box from our under 23s, Louis Mouton, I think it is, and Ryan Lutin. Getting really good scores. Martson getting an assist for Aston Villa. Unfortunately, Ross Sinclair didn't play, so we probably would have got a little bit higher, but we did get promoted. Got promoted up to 3rd, I think. And these guys did enough to stay safe, but Lewis Potter got a goal. Oh yeah, because it was the Southampton game, wasn't it? They all had a bit of fun getting goals in that game. So, but he's one who I think, give him a couple more years, he might be quite a good English player because he's still quite young, and he's playing at the top level still and getting goals off the bench and things. So, definitely want to keep an eye on. But that was that weekend, and then midweek was 2 teams. But I actually got something from one of them. I wasn't expecting anything from these. Like I said, the commons I usually suck at. Nicholas Kuhn usually plays for Celtic, from what I can tell, and didn't midweek. Maybe he was being rested for a big game or something. So that kind of just ruined my score for that. But then Lewis Mayo getting an 86. Robbie McCrory getting a 71. I can never remember how to say this guy's name. Korshkavelli, I think it is, or something like that, 54. And the other two, I mean, McCausland doesn't always play, so good, subbed on and get some points is good. And then Hadji is playing better and better for Rangers. I think he's, again, one of those players who, give him a couple of years, you might see him being a bit more of a staple in the Scottish League or being moving somewhere into Europe, I think, to play. But we got box from that. And that's what happened this week. I did a little bit. Actually, I did quite a lot of rivals this week. I say quite a lot. When we. Oh no, I haven't. It's for the last week that's just gone. So I did get 2 rewards, and I went up to Division 2 in rivals. So I've been playing a little bit. Like I said, I have taken it down a notch just because I'm not enjoying it as much. But yeah, so rivals wasn't too bad either. But let's have a look and see what we're doing in next week. So next week is currently live, the weekend. No Premier League games because it's the FA Cup. But we do have a special, which is an anti-stack. So all different players from different teams. No same team players. And a all-star special as well. 2 keepers which don't play, and a couple of players which, like you can see here, don't play as well. So unless they get subbed on, probably not going to get anything for the all-star. I don't really treat all-star as one which I just chuck people in. Maybe I should just not bother with the all-star lineups. La Liga currently going very well, apart from my keeper didn't play for Almira, which is a bit annoying. But look at that, 3 boxes on the go. If Girona keep the clean sheet, we should be playing pretty well. And these guys then have to are left to play with Logan Costa going into. I got him last week, going straight into a team. Our Bundesliga looking all right now that we've actually got a keeper again. Another card we pulled the week before, Noah Atsubulu, is apparently a really good keeper. So I looked him up after. He's quite a sought after keeper because he's young as well. So yeah, he's gone straight in as a captain as well. If he keeps his clean sheet, I mean, the game's only just started, so that score could go up. Yeah, our Bundesliga team actually has a chance to do something and get some boxes over the next few weeks. So, champion, again, another Spanish team which has done well. Look at that, De Frutos 104. Captained him. What a great captain. He scored a goal. If he plays, that will stay either promoted or will stay safe but get a box, I think. Tete Morente got a goal and an assist, and I captained him. I've done very well with who to captain this week, haven't I? Flipping heck. Glad I did that. And then the classics, nothing really standing out other than Alessandro, again, captained 122. That's not a bad score. And Anthony Lopez is finally playing because he moved to Nantes in France, away from Olympique Lyon. Obviously, wasn't getting game time, so he's moved. And he didn't play that well. Got error led to a goal and got a 21. But he hasn't played for half the season, so I imagine his scores will probably improve, hopefully, in the next few months. Nothing much in the Challenger, although God did not play for one of our Fortuna Sittard midfielders, I think he is. Yeah, he's a midfielder. That's annoying, but top 4%, we'll see how that goes. That will obviously go down. Oh, wow. Jacob Broom, who I think in the beginning of December I shouted out as a player to watch, got a hat-trick. All 3 goals against Fortuna. Okay. So we got good, we got bad. But yeah, so that team is already set up. Like, no one else has played. Okay. Bayezid did not play. Bayezid. He sometimes plays, he sometimes doesn't. The Turkish league must rotate keepers more. Because my 2 Turkish league goalkeepers just always get rotated in and out. It's like you can never predict when they're going to be playing. But yeah, that's already pretty good. 102 points just with one player in the team who's played. I think the other, Vlap will play, Merveld will play. I'm not sure about Petrus, but he should. And Vlap usually gets pretty good scores. Home game as well. I'm quietly confident about that one. We got a full team for Hibs, and we brought in Triantis. So he is a high scoring midfielder for Hibs. So that should be a fairly strong team to get a high score. We're in the 2nd division now and there. I didn't realise that's quite high. Under 23s, we've just put together kind of a mishmash. All the goalkeepers won't play, basically, unless sometimes Bursic does come in if their keeper's needing to be rested or is injured, but I don't think he will play. So all the keepers won't play, but the rest of them should. As you can see, Liberato, I'm not going to pronounce the last name because I'm not sure how to, is playing. Oh, Angerin isn't, though. Interesting. Okay. But they are losing 2-0, so maybe it will come on, do some wonders. But that's this weekend, so obviously no Premier League football, but a lot of La Liga, Bundesliga, Eredivisie, they all kick off from the winter break because they've not been playing for the last 2 weeks, I think it is. But then the midweek, win tickets for the NBA Paris game in the football one. Not sure what that is. In the football one. Okay, I probably will be adding a team to that. I don't really want to go to the NBA Paris game that badly, but you could always go for it. See what you get. So we've got an all-star team, which I might just bin off and try put into that, but I'll try and put in a better looking team than that because it's just kind of a mishmash of. Actually, to be fair, Dubravka should play because Pope's still injured. Maguire should play because he's back in the good books for a United manager. Hadji has been playing and been playing well. Traore has as well. Calvin Lewin's the only odd one out there who's not been having a great time. So it's not a bad team to put together. We've got Premier League. I've obviously changed around my Ipswich team. Leaf Davis and Morsey I've kept in. They usually play well, but I'm thinking I might do this now. Is Cayusta usually plays better than Morsey. He doesn't really get goals or anything, neither does Morsey though. But I just think he is a better player for Ipswich. He was voted the best player of the month, last month and the month before, I think it was. So he's fit into that role so well. So I think I'm going to switch him out. Morsey, sorry, you've done well, but it's not to be. It's a home game against Brighton. It's not going to be easy. So Delap is captain. Hopefully he'll get a goal or two. I think Walton will still play in goal. He's proven himself able to play at that level. So we're putting him in. Then a Brentford team as well who are playing at home to Man City. There's a chance with Man City's form dipping and being all over the place, they could get a good result there. So I'm hoping this Brentford team will do all right. Then we got actually I'm looking at this. Why did I not put Semenyo with what was I thinking when I put this team together? I've got time. When does this 3 days time? So I'll probably mess around with this, but I'll probably put Semenyo there, Christie there, Altura there, sort of thing, and then yeah, I think that's how it should go. But then Wilson has been playing well. I don't know. Maybe that's why I did what I did. Actually, Semenyo is probably the least likely to get a high score out of these five. It might stay that way. Do you ever do that when you look back on what you've done maybe like a day or two ago for your fantasy teams and you think, what? No, why did I do that? But then either it really pays off and you're like, oh, I obviously knew something I didn't now, or it goes exactly how you think it would, and you're like, oh, okay, that was a mistake. We've got one Bundesliga team. I haven't really changed it because I haven't got much different players who can play, so it's going to pretty much be that every week. But hopefully that might start, like Nusa, Woltemade, Atubalu, and Roth and Sissoko all seem to have fairly good scores coming in most weeks, so they might be able to get me a few boxes, get me up the divisions a little bit before we start hitting that wall. We've got some champion teams here. I mean, there's a few Ipswich people dotted about, a few other Premier League, a few Italian and German league players. I think we got Cuckoo on we got him quite cheap from a auction, so that was quite a nice little nab for us. So we'll see how he does. There was a lot of rumours around him as transfers as well, so potentially he might move somewhere where he plays more regularly as well. So yeah, just a lot of Premier League stuff going on there. And then an under 23s, which we can't fill because we don't have any goalkeepers. So that is it for next weekend coming up. So we will probably be doing the NBA, and we'll probably have to just do a quick review, won't we? Because looking at it, to be fair, most of these teams look fine. We've got a few Wolves players, which against Newcastle, they're not going to do well. So I'll see if there's any other players which we can put in, because that's going to be a hard one. But Kelleher's not even going to play unless Thingy gets injured again. Allison gets injured. So probably not too much. This team is probably a bit of a doomed team to begin with anyway. But yeah, we will see. They might surprise me. So we're gonna stop the next week bit there, and we're gonna jump on to our next player to watch. Okay, and my player to watch is Oliver Antman. So we spoke earlier in the video about a player to watch I mentioned in early December called Broom. Broom, I believe is how you say it, for Go Ahead Eagles. He scored a hat-trick yesterday, I think it was, something like that, or today. He scored a hat-trick this weekend. And he's been playing really well. He's a really good player to watch out for. He's young, he's like 21, and he's smashing it in the goals in Eredivisie at the moment. But someone who should not be ignored is his strike partner / winger. I think he plays. He's a Finnish 23-year-old, so quite young as well. And he is an assist machine at the moment. And he gets regular game time. He also jumps in with a goal every now and then. And I think he can be overlooked for the person who scores the hat tricks. Broom getting the goals. But he is a very decent player. He potentially will be a Finnish player for the internationals. He has already played for them at international level against Greece and against England. There you go. and they were all right scores, not amazing. Finland aren't in their best. They're kind of transitioning from a older generation into this newer generation. So they're not at their best yet, but I think in the next few years you might see Finland playing a lot better in like the European competitions, because they have like players like Pukki who are great, don't get me wrong, but they are aging fast and should probably be dropped for younger players like Antman to take over, so they've got a bit more pace about them, a bit more like obviously don't disregard the experience, but I think that when you're start losing the pace, you do affect the game negatively. So I think a few of these younger players might be coming in and improving the Finnish team, which you might be one of them surprise ones who gets into like the Euros and has a really good run, sort of thing. I could be proven completely wrong, and they just absolutely awful, but it comes in waves. Like you'll have like teams where they've done nothing for ages and then all of a sudden they will appear, or they've not done nothing ever. Like there's last Euros and World Cup, there's been a few teams which have popped up out of nowhere and you think, how the heck are you this good? Like Romania off the top of my head was one for the World Cup. Such a fun team to watch as well, and I think Finland could be one of those maybe. So yeah, a player to keep an eye on. He's been coming off the bench and now just been given regular starting time, and he's really repaying that. And card wise, he's a tenner to instant buy. 11 quid for one manager sales. Not many people selling him at the moment because he's a very good player, but you can pick him up for an instant buy. 10.90. Look at that for the last 5 games, sort of thing. So yeah, he's my shout for a good Eredivisie sort of player. And if you're building Go Ahead Eagles, him and Broom are like the obvious two to have for like both the forwards. So he's my shout for a player to watch. And now we're going to jump on to What's in the Box? What's in the box? Okay, so we are in What's in the Box, and we've had a fairly good week for boxes. 15 limited boxes and 7 Rivals boxes. We'll open the Rivals ones first. Some of these 15 are the Christmas raffle ones, and I'm pretty sure they're all just things that you don't want. So not any good winning things. I'm pretty sure. I saw posts and stuff. You basically get like pictures. Oh, first Rivals box, we get a card. He's played 1 game. He's a 19-year-old midfielder for a French team, I think. Average score 45. That's a pull. I'm pretty happy with that. Emmanuel Boulama. Smashed it. I'm already happy. We only need 1 essence to get another essence pull, which we will do once we get it, so that we don't get too much essence. That means we have to do a T4 rather than a T5. Just tickets galore now, isn't it? I was expecting a little bit of essence, but it's just nothing but tickets. Well, we're going to have plenty of tickets for Rivals, that's for sure, aren't we? Hey, free limited essence. There you go. So we have enough for a essence pull. I'm going to finish the Rivals boxes and we'll go on to the limited ones after doing an essence pull. It's all got an order in my head. Hopefully it makes sense to you guys. So we can now do a T5 because we've got 22. But the thing is, if we did those 15 boxes, there is a chance that we'd get up to 50, and I feel like it's a bit of a waste because you don't get my T4 ones, which I've done. I haven't got anything that amazing. So let's see what we get. German. They are a Bundesliga team. 33-year-old German midfielder. He does play, but 33. I'm not exactly over the moon with it. I'm not hating it. Lewis Holtby. Not a terrible pull, but not the most amazing one ever, sort of thing. So we'll take it. You know, we've already got 2 cards out of this today, so I'm not complaining. One essence. So we do the slow slog now of getting 1 or 2 essence each box. See, we've got a Christmas box. Let's see what we get from this. A Neon Christmas limited badge. There you go. So this is what I'm talking about. I got a badge. I mean, I'm not really sure what the badges are used for, but there you go. I'm not really what I wanted from one of those boxes. I don't think I'm going to get like a limited Salah card, am I, or something like that. 3 essence puts us up to 6. More essence puts us up to 8. I mean, we could potentially have enough essence by the end of this to do another pull, but I'm not sure if we should, or should we leave it for next week to make sure that we've got something to look at next week. Do you know what I mean? We're up to 11. We're already halfway. 12. What are we going to get with this 2-star? 2 stars usually have better pulls. 5. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're going to get 20. Easily. 2 level ups. Yay. I never used that. I don't actually know how many level ups I have, but it must be quite a few because I get them and I never use them. Money off at the £4.10 market credit. That's more than usual, I think. It's usually like £3, isn't it? It's not too shabby. We'll take £4.10 credit. Another level up. No. Let's see what we get in this 2-star. 2 essence. We're 1 away from being able to do another essence pull, but something tells me that's it. So we can't even do one this week. A Neon Christmas profile background. Okay. Not. This is what I'm saying. I think the Christmas boxes, I didn't get anything that great in the raffles. So, and 3 level ups. Oh, I've been spoilt. And then a final Christmas box. What we got here? Level up rare. I don't own. Oh, I do own a couple of rare cards. So I suppose I could use that on one of them. But there you go. That is the pull that we had. Let's have a look at our 2 new cards that we got. So let's have a look at the young'un first. Emmanuel Bouema plays for Angers. I'm so bad with French pronunciation. So you can play champion. Interesting. Got an assist and a goal already recently. He was injured and has just come back from injury from the looks of it. Also looks like he plays. Like, looks like he's a starter. That's not subbed on. That's starting the games. Got injured for 4 games. Is now back. Got a 41. He could be worth a punt, to be fair. I think I have another player from this team as well. So I could even do a build of this team now. Where are they? Flirting with the relegation zone. They're on the same points as Etienne, which are in the relegation zone. So could be a struggle. But I think we have a defender from Angers. And then we've got Lewis Holtby, who looks like he does play regularly as well. Yeah, and he got won a penalty and got an assist previously. He does come off the bench a little bit more from the looks of it, or just dropped. Do you know what, though? Actually, those aren't too bad stats. He is a Bundesliga. He's plays for Kieler SV Holstein 1900, which I think are they got promoted up this season, and look like they're going straight back down with 8 points in 15 games. They're 2 points behind the other people in the relegation zone, and they are 6 points from safety. It's doable if they play well. They're currently playing and losing, so that doesn't bode well either, does it? So I think he's going to be one which I'll play if I need to, but he's not going to be one I rely on very often. He's only worth 50 odd pence as well. So there you go. Not terrible pulls, but we could have done better. But let's have a jump on through to NBA now and see how we did there. So last time we spoke about NBA last week, I did say I'm a little bit lost, not really sure. I had a really comment from. So I'll put the comment on the screen or something like that. Luca Babic 2425 commented. So thank you, Luca. About how to best do the game weeks, and I think it helped somewhat. I mean, there's a lot of games left to play. This is the one that's he's out. Collins, damn it. He's like my most expensive card, and he keeps getting injured, John Collins. It's very annoying. But we'll just have a look at what I did last week. We got a tier 3 common from the common ones, but we were close with a few of these. 20 points, 23 points, 36 points. You know, like that's one player playing better would have won it for us, sort of thing. And this team was close as well. So, like, I think it's going to be hard because, to be honest, I've got not great cards. But some of the advice that was given is to always use up as much of the... so if I go onto here, onto set lineup, always use as much as the 120 as you can. And also, excuse me, also, the predicted score is in the top corner for each one of them. So you can kind of... It's obviously not a guarantee that they're going to get these scores, but like... So you can kind of put together a team using the predicted scores that will get the highest amount if you scroll through, sort of thing. So those two things were really helpful. So thank you for that. And hopefully I'll start seeing better performances from my guys. The other thing that's annoying is I did have a few cards which were playing well and have just had long-term injuries, a couple of them out for the season. I don't know if that's a thing in NBA that happens very often, but... loads of really long-term injuries, which mean that like you've got players that you put like, I don't know, my expensive cards are like a tenner, so to me that's like an expensive card. I'm not getting any of the big ones, but the ones which I've put a tenner in and then they've got injured and had a hip injury for like the next 6 months, so then you just don't play, and then you're like, well, great, I could have put that tenner into another player who actually plays. It's just really frustrating that. So we're doing okay. Although frickin' Harden didn't play. What's going on there? That's annoying. Why are so many no games? Oh, I heard about this. The Clippers game and the Lakers game got pushed to next week. Or like the 14th or 15th or something like that, which means that a load of players, like basically all my, like, and the Lakers, I understand because the LA Fires, I just realised. Clippers, where are the Clippers from? I actually know. After double checking, it's LA as well. So the Clippers and Lakers, obviously, I just realised won't be playing because of the Fires. So that moves a load of players, which I had to play out of the teams, which means you're just going to get nothing for this week. So I guess that happens, you know. Fires are much more important than a game of basketball, so it's just annoying for like when you're doing your fancy leagues and stuff, isn't it? But we'll imagine we'll have quite a lot. Hopefully it'll be sorted and things will be a bit more normal by like end of next week. I mean, obviously things don't happen overnight, but hopefully people will be able to sort that out. I don't know how long it takes. It's horrible stuff that's happening over there, isn't it? Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked by that. But yeah, so I'm not sure what's going to happen for this week as well. So we'll just have to play it by ear. But I'll put together a team off camera and we'll see how that goes. And when I hear more news, because I've got 2 days, so I'll wait till the end of the weekend and see if I hear anything. And then I'll put together the team. But yeah, I'm not expecting to get anything from here, although a tier 3 card potentially from the commons. I just need to build up my common collection at the moment, so I'll take it. And I don't think there's anything that I can do here, apart from maybe these guys are all left to play. Potentially this team could get something, and I think that's probably it. I wouldn't be surprised if we're not getting anything. Like, he's out and those 3 aren't playing. We've got 1 player there. We're not going to win that one, are we? So yeah, NBA is a little bit more frustrating to play at the moment, just because I don't know anything. I can't get daily hoops teams together because my commons are so. I just need to build up my common collection, basically. My limited players, I don't have enough to play daily hoops, and I was advised by Luca on the comment not to do the daily hoops and focus in on the weekly pro. So I'm going to do that for a little bit and see how that works. But yeah, not really much more to update with NBA. But yeah, let me know if you have any more advice or any more things which you have done. Maybe there's some cards of players who are on the cheaper side who I've not got, or like there's someone who you think would be a kind of a standout who's coming up in the ranks and stuff like that. Those are the sort of players which I'm kind of looking for. And one of them I had, he got freaking injured. Like I said, injuries galore. I think he plays for Philadelphia, I want to say. What's his name again? It's gone. Yes, it was Jared McCain. He's out until October, which is ridiculous. Or is that February? Is that American dates? I'm not sure. Either October or February. Either way, like he was having a great time before, and now he's out with a knee injury. And then, like, there's a few players like that who are all just out with like massive injuries. So it's very frustrating when you're like, oh, I've got these players who I picked up, like, kind of. I think I picked up McCain especially quite cheap, and then his value went up, and then he's just stopped being able to play and stuff. So bit annoying. But yeah, if you have any advice for players which maybe I have missed, I've picked up quite a lot of the ones for around like the £5 to £6 range sort of thing. But if there are any others, let me know, and we'll see what we can do. I've obviously won these three, but I don't think they do anything that impressive, apart from Jalen Wilson. Jalen Wilson seems like he's fairly decent. But yeah, let me know in the comments. I'd really appreciate the help with NBA because I'm floundering. We do have one box to open. It's a Christmas box. I'm expecting nothing really, apart from maybe a badge, should we say? Oh, it's a court, a profile background. There you go. So what a fun one to end on. There you go. But thanks for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying these so rare videos every week. Let me know if there's anything else you'd want me to talk about, anything you kind of don't think that I need to go over so much, or things like that. I'm happy to have some feedback on how these videos are going down. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you when I see you.